Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Cud. So at this point you know I guessed incorrectly at the end of the last episode. There was not another one yesterday. The day kind of got away from me. I think I'm going to change the plan a little bit. Rather than trying to jam out a whole bunch of episodes today, I'm just going to release episodes on the weekend. I don't usually do that, but I think this is a reasonable thing here. So there'll be another one tomorrow, there'll be another one Sunday, and then, of course, every day next week. So, episode 2. I have not read any of the comments. If you've been telling me helpful things, I'll get to them. But I wanted to do at least a couple more episodes, completely, totally blind. So let's do that. Let's get in here and do another episode completely, totally blind and pretty random. I think rolling random characters and getting things like weird mutations and an inventory full of stuff I don't understand is going to be very helpful in figuring out what all the game systems do. We're going to have a lot of weird experiences very quickly, which is what I'm looking for. Sorry if we don't make a lot of progress during this time, but we're learning. All of this stuff is about building a foundation for future victory. So, we are a mutated human. I don't actually know what a subtype is. I just kind of assumed that it was class in a sort of a D&D style sense, but maybe it's not. Maybe we can see what our subtype does once we're in the game. So we're a mutated human graybeard with corrosive gas generation, multiple arms. We're beguiling, as all people who generate corrosive gas are. And of course, clairvoyant. Let's start in Joppa again, because we kind of know what's going on in Joppa. And I'm just going to let the game generate us a name, because I like it did a good job last time, right? You embark for the Caves of Cud. Do I ever? On the 20th of Tebet Ux, you arrive at the oasis hamlet of Joppa, along the far rim of Mograyi, of course. The spindle, it looks like most of this text is the same except for the date. And I don't know if the date has actual, meaning or not. Alright, let's have a quick look at our stuff. So our inventory is much less full this time. We have some bear jerky, fewer torches, and less water. Fewer water skins with less total water. What else do we have? We have an engraved cloth robe. Can I look at robe, please? This airy robe is woven from fine cloth, which might be cloth that's good, or it might be cloth that, it's fine. Engraved. This item is engraved with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Artaladoct IV. While traveling in the Windowmaker's democracy of Burvatara, Artaladoct IV's chariot was driven off a cliff by a bandit troop of cats. He was killed at 59 years old. That's brutal. So this robe is giving us plus 60 reputation with his cult, though. That's probably not going to come up. My guess is we will not live long enough to run into the cult of Artaladoct IV. But it's cool. Oh, and I discovered the location of Burvatara Windowmaker home from my robe, which I didn't know already, somehow. So apparently it's really important to actually look at all of your equipment at the beginning of each game. See, we're learning stuff. You note the location of Burvatara in the Locations Historic Sites section of your journal. Okay, well, I think we just got ourselves a quest. Okay, like I was saying, I was absolutely going to go visit Burvatara, but now we have an official quest for it. Also, it's giving us 1 armor, I'm assuming? I actually don't know what that symbol means, but it's probably armor. This walking stick is painted, rainbow painted, I assume, given the way that painted is written here. A long stick hewn from brinestalk and shaped at the top into a crook. This item is painted with a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Artaladoct I. I'm very into the whole Artaladoct dynasty. Look at how much stuff we're learning about our character. In early 4457 BR, Artaladoct was challenged by a claimant to a duel over an ordinance mandating the practice of mining jewels. Mandating the practice everyone must mine jewels. This is the law. He won and had the claimant trapped in a peridot. He was 69 years old. This gives us 45 reputation with the brood of the Jewelborn. I love how baffling and incomprehensible everything that is happening to us is. The world feels very fantastical. We have 6 arms. we have multiple, we have 3 arms. We have 6 arm bits, because your upper arm and lower arm are different parts. Although upper and lower is maybe not super clear here. So we're holding 3 torches. It doesn't seem necessary. I guess I don't actually have a sense of whether multiple torches actually increases the amount of light that you shed, or if, you're just torchlight on or torchlight off. I'm gonna unequip some of these. Extinguish this torch. And then... It feels like we're just wasting resources here, right? And we probably actually don't need any of the torches to be lit right now while we're in town, because I think it's the middle of the day. Okay, we learned stuff. Faction. Oh, lots of people have feelings about me. Antelopes and apes are cool with me. Arachnids and baboons, not so much. Listen, I have never had a good experience with a baboon. It just doesn't happen. Bears, the brood of the jewel-born. Nope, don't like us. The cabal of the sapphire-born. There's so much mining going on. The cult of Teledoc IV actually still massively negative. They're interested in trading secrets about the Sultan they worship and also hearing gossip that's about them. Well, docile members won't attack us. So I guess it'll still be okay to go to their holy place? I'm bummed out that they dislike us so much after our, what with our robe and everything. So I'm a little curious here. Let's find out if... Okay, no. The Warden is not going to go nuts and kill everyone. So does that mean... The problem last time was Mehmet was really disliked by the Wardens, right? So yeah, it looks like there's some amount of randomness going on here, right? Because he is disliked by the villagers of Mad, but he is not hated by the Wardens. Is this cat the same? Generosity of the Beetle Moon. Yes, it does look like this is the same cat. So there's some amount of randomness going on in Joppa. Joppa itself is not totally procedural. Obviously the map that we can see here is the same. But there's definitely some procedural generation going on, at least in people's reputations toward each other. So that's interesting. Let's... Hold on. We have a map somewhere, right? I need to see our map. Oh wait, maybe it's the world map? Yeah, okay. I'm trying to figure out... It says that we know the location of a thing, right? I want to know how to access the location of that thing. Hold on, let's zoom back in here. This is a good thing to do in video games. A lot of video games these days have tutorials built in, and so obviously you don't need to do so much feeling around. But even then, I still like to do a lot of just arbitrary feeling around. Just like find the edges of the system, figure out what it is that it does and does not want you to do. Okay, locations. Here we go. I wanna, 9 parasangs east of Golgotha? Well, that's not that helpful, because I don't know where Golgotha is. So if I've put an X here, will I be directed toward this, or... Sadly, this is one of these things that, okay. How about... Map pin N. This place already has a name, okay. Oh no, N name here, tab is map. I'm misreading the way those are arranged. Okay, so that has put a pin on our map then? Oh, okay, that's not that far. All right, let's do a little bit of business here in town. We'll talk to the trader and stuff, and then we'll maybe try to. Yep, that guy, the zealot, has feelings about our artifacts. We'll have a chat with the Dromad here, and we'll see what's up. Let's trade. So I don't have a lot. I guess I shouldn't have come over here to trade. It's not really worth doing because I don't have any things. Ooh, he has a jewel-encrusted weird artifact. That's very expensive. It's like remarkably expensive. Okay, you have fun with your weird artifact. I'm gonna go over here, and we're going to... yeah. We're gonna get some water. I don't know that there's a lot of sense of walking around with empty water skins, right? So we'll take this, even though salty water obviously not so good for drinking. Maybe we'll find a use for it. And then I think we're going to just... I mean, is it premature to just head out? Should we go hang around in town and try to, like... I don't have anything to sell, so we couldn't really trade. I think I'm gonna just go. So, I mean, we move on the world map, so it's quite a bit to the northeast. I'm assuming that we're seeing ruined city between us and there, and it may well be the case... Oh, there's a mountain range, though, isn't there? How am I going to get across the mountains? Do I have a plan here? I do not have a plan here. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I'm getting overexcited. Ooh, I pressed the wrong button there. Here we go. This is what I wanted. Wanted to zoom back in. You know what I don't know about? What I feel like I still don't have a good sense of? What our mutations do. How do we How do I look at... Here we go. Okay. Character sheet. Talk to me about mutations. So I have the ability to release a corrosive gas around myself. Cooldown of 35 rounds. You may not advance this mutation's level yet. Okay, well, corrosive gas. So, one has to assume that will do damage, but maybe we could also use it to melt through stuff? We have extra arms. At this level, we have an 8% chance for each extra arm to deliver an additional melee attack whenever I make a melee attack. Okay, that's fun. I have the ability to beguile a nearby creature into serving us loyally. Listen, words. Who can read? Who knows English? It's crazy. So an ego modifier or mutation level times 2 plus character level plus 1d8 versus defender MA plus character level plus 5. What is MA? Hold on. We're going to go... MA might be... We don't have a thing that says MA on it. Or we don't have a thing that would abbreviate to MA cleanly. So maybe... I don't know what MA would stand for. And then clairvoyance seems good. This mutation's effective level is increased by 2 due to your high ego. Interesting. So, vision duration 18 turns, cooldown 75. Okay, we're gonna try to make better use of our skills and stuff here. So, how did yeah, here we go. Let's manage our abilities. Gas generation, toggled off, seems wise. So I guess I can just use abilities directly from this menu, right? I don't need to bind stuff. I can just come here when I want to do a thing. I have the berate skill. Press the key combination you would like. No, I was actually hoping to read about it. I guess we have a screen that talks about our skills, right? I just sort of blew past it last time because I was like, we do not have the information to interact with this at all. But let's have a look at it now. So I think one thing I misunderstood last time is that skills are grayed out because we don't have the prerequisites for them, not because we can't afford them. Skills that we can't afford are still lit up as long as we meet their prereqs. So... we have a cudgel, but we don't have the strength to really use it in a way that's any good at all. What is my strength right now? I went the wrong way here. 16. Okay. So we're close to being able to bludgeon people. This is a passive 50% chance to daze people. Okay, that seems cool. If we survive to get resources to strengthen our character, maybe a point of strength might be nice. Alright, so each round you are dazed or stunned. So this says 0 SP. Does that mean we can learn it right now, or is that an indication that we already have it? Would you like to purchase the required skill? Hold on a second. Oh, I don't have endurance yet, so I can't pick up endurance related stuff. Okay. This is a category of skill. So if I said yes at this, it would say I don't have enough skill points to... Okay. Alright, I think I'm starting to get it. Your natural AV, that's armor value, right? So let's see, we could learn Persuasion. And it's not clear to me why we have certain categories of skills, but not others. Like our last character, I feel like maybe had different skills available, and that might just be a thing where like you have to learn skills in the world, and a randomized character starts with random skill groupings known already. Okay, well we have no skill points, so obviously we can't buy anything. It's just worth looking at and trying to understand where we might go here. Hey, tell me about mutated human graybeard. Is that... no. It looks like we can't actually easily read a description of what it is to be a graybeard, which might mean that there's nothing to read, right? It might be the case that like that subtype is mostly informing what your initial skills are. Hey, let's go... is this a statue or a shrine over here? Let's go see what this is. This is a shrine to Arteladoct V, Hammerborn. I would like to look at this. It depicts a significant event from his life. In 2125 BR, Arteladoct V won a decisive victory against the combined forces of Upar at the bloody Battle of Id, though he lost his prized Maragicus, cat's favor, during the course of the conflict. As a result of the battle, it was so rife with smashed rubble that it was renamed the Mighty Flats. Wow, that's a serious battle. You discover the location of Upar. Okay. I would like to do that. Recover the ancient artifact lost by this sultan. That seems like a fun idea. It might be a little strong. You know what? I have lots of strong feelings about the Arteladoct dynasty. I'm gonna pray here for the wisdom of the Hammerborn. You voice a short prayer beneath the shrine. Okay, I did it. I was kind of hoping something would happen, but fine. Is this a grave? It's actually... Oh yeah, it's a whole graveyard. I was gonna say, why is there a big fence with only one grave inside of it? It makes more sense when there's many of them together. Can I look at them? In memory of Tyruk, drank from a poisoned water skin. Okay, that's a bad time. I want to stop looking at it. There we go. Here lies the body of Farukas, stabbed to death by a brooding jade puff. Well, I mean, you gotta leave him alone. You have to let him brood. We told him. In loving memory of Sishrakat, fell from a cliff trying to recover a lost Fullerite Aegis. Fell from a cliff trying to recover a lost Raycat corpse. Everybody's trying to recover things so close to cliffs. You would think after one of these dudes died, the other one would have known not to try to recover things near cliffs. Succumbed to despair after losing some humble pie. That's not usually how that goes. Okay. Died of natural causes. This is less good. If you gotta die, natural causes is a pretty okay way to go. Choking to death on fungal spores, on the other hand, less so. Knocked over the head with a copy of Aphorisms About Birds. It's a famously heavy tome. Also, for some reason, all of the original printings have very sharp corners, so you know. Meshram succumbed to despair after losing a flamebeard gland. If you've lived your whole life with a flamebeard, and then you lose the gland, and all of a sudden you just have a normal hair beard, I could see that being very, very saddening. That's a thing that could depress a person. So, I mean, I kind of want to just go, right? I don't think there's a lot for us to learn here in Joppa, or a lot of strength for us to gain, and maybe that's foolishness talking. But especially since we have, like, nothing to trade, let's just wander. Let's just wander. So, this big mountain range to our west, or to our east rather, I don't know that there's really anything to do about this other than just try to cross it, right? Like, we can't go around, it doesn't look like. Unless the world map is a lot larger than... I've discovered a lair while trying to move south. Would I like to investigate? You know what? Sure, let's go ahead and investigate. A legendary Snapjaw Scavenger. I don't know that I'm ready to fight a legendary anything. Okay, hold on. So I'm right here. There's a glow pad. There's a human child. He capers about the village with arms flailing wildly. Let's light one of our torches. Let's light one of our many torches. Light. And then I should unequip these, right? So that I have fists ready for punching. These fists were made for punching, and that is what they will do. Oh, crap, he doesn't speak any language that I speak. Hey, small child, do you have anything to trade? No. Alright, well, you live and drink there, friend. Is this salt water? Yeah, okay. I figure most water we encounter is going to be salt water. What are you? What's your deal? A Templar squire. Wet skin scintillates behind his ears. His spine cambers in anticipation of its blood-fated curvature. Wow! And he pokes out his chin in emulation of his elders, who are always walking around with their chins like way out. Sword grease stains his hands. He's wearing steel plate mail. He has a carbide longsword. He looks mean as hell. And I am not thinking that we are prepared for the thing that is about to happen to us. Am I just going to die immediately? Well, I could generate some poisonous gas, some corrosive gases. But why don't we try to beguile him? I would like to beguile him. How do I just use ability? Space. Select direction to beguile. I did it. My coquetry infuriates the Templar spot. He did not like that at all. So, he has to roll a 4 or higher to hit us, which means he's going to kick my ass. He is regarded as tough, and we don't yet have a good enough feel for the combat to know how bad tough is for us. I guess the only way we're going to learn is by doing, right? We're just going to have to fight a Templar squire wearing steel plate mail and a carbide longsword until he hacks me to pieces to learn if it is possible for us to defeat him. I really wish I had any weapons at all. You know what? We're going to learn? We're going to learn about corrosive gas. That's what we're going to learn about. Kabam! How do you like that, buddy? He hit me for half of my max HP with his very impressive longsword, and then I ran away. And my hope here is that I am annihilating this water vine. Aha! There we go. Oh no, he took 1 damage. That's not the amount of damage we wanted. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna try to lead him. He is following me exactly, so I'm gonna have to... Oh no, the human child! Well, the gas cloud's expanding more rapidly than I was expecting. It seems like I might be immune to it. Yeah, I'm just gonna, let him... You pass by some corrosive gas. As we're walking, we're like, hey, look at that gas over there. How do you like this? Okay, so, hold on, let's look at him now. He is fine, not perfect anymore. So that's, something's happening there. So he's trying to run away from the gas, it seems like, which is cowardice. I can't tell. Is he not in this? So those squares are clearing now. And my gas is on cooldown for 17 rounds. That was that was a good start. I'm going to berate him? I want to yell at him. Yeah. Your words shame the Templar Squire. Not necessarily super helpful. I have regenerated 2 HP during this time, and I'm not 100% clear on why that is. Do you just have significant regenerative prowess at all times, maybe? So now he's turning into a semicolon, sometimes, which is how we denote that he is shamed, perhaps? Let's hope. Does he look like... He is shamed, so, shamed is an actual status effect. That was not flavor text. Something happened here. He's still hostile, though, and he's basically fine while I am injured, so... If we guess that those condition words are probably indicators of relative health levels, like injured meaning half health, we have to assume that he's considerably above that. I think we're going to die. I'm going to try to punch him. I don't penetrate the Templar Squire's armor. Can you believe bare fist does not get through plate mail? What kind of video game is this? So yeah, that was not so good. It's gonna happen, alright? We're gonna die a whole bunch as we just try to, figure out the basics of combat. So I did find a lair this time. I did also score negative 955 points. Not so good, not so good. Final messages for Yashramir. You died! Thanks, that's great. It means... When I read the phrase final messages for Yashramir at the bottom of the screen, I was like, oh, it's going to give me some advice. But what it meant was, this is the log from just before you died. We tried. Hey, that time we actually used some of our unique stuff. So I'm counting that as an upgrade from the last run. Alright, let's just get in there again. So probably what I will do is, I will read the comments after this episode, probably, or I might do one more blind. So if you're frustrated by me having no idea what's going on, don't worry, it won't continue forever. I did ask for people not to, explain things too much, but I'm sure people are still giving hints because, listen, I've been doing this a long time, and there's nothing you can do to stop people from giving hints, is what I've learned. So I am a mutated human apostle this time, with only 17 HP, but higher strength, higher agility. Looks like we had a lot more ego last time, right? So some of our mutations might be less effective. Ego seems to affect at least some of them. And we have heightened hearing, heightened quickness, and electromagnetic impulse, light manipulation, and mass mind. That all sounds fun. Let's start in Joppa again. Alright. We're going to try to survive. We're going to try to end the episode before dying. That's my plan here. On the 22nd of Tebet Ux. all the stuff, etc. Joppa Mogri. Yeah. Got it. I'm with you. Alright, let's try this again. Let's... So this time we do not have a lot of food. We have 1 serving of food. We do have a reasonable amount of water, though. We have a cloth robe, which I'm going to look at, although it's not as... Yeah. It's not described in a way that is as fun, so I suspected it was not going to be as important. What is a witchwood wreath actually for? Nothing. It's a decorative wreath. You know. Sometimes you just wear a wreath on your head. That happens. We have a staff with some penetration and pretty bad damage output, some leather moccasins, and that's it, man. Well, I feel... Oh, sorry, we should look at the rest of our tabs. But I feel less well-equipped this time. I feel like we are maybe going to be in more trouble. What else? We have a cudgel. I mean, obviously we don't have any skill points or anything. Alright, well, I guess that's pretty much it. We should, we should look at our mutations. So heightened hearing, I mean, as you might imagine, you detect the presence of creatures within a radius of 5, chance to identify nearby detected creatures. Yeah, it makes your senses better. Got it. This is giving us +7 quickness. Quickness is a derived stat, it is not one of our main stats. Okay. I don't actually know exactly what quickness is doing. You involuntarily release electromagnetic pulses, deactivating robots and artifacts around yourself. There's a small chance each round that you release a pulse with radius 3, deactivating robots and artifacts for 11 to 20 rounds. Okay, that's interesting. Don't get a lot of artifacts. At this level, you produce ambient light within a radius of 4. You may focus the light into a laser beam. That's pretty fun. The laser beam is a more effective weapon than our cudgel. Ambient light radius increases by 1 every 15 rounds until it reaches its max value. Okay, so yeah, when we shoot the laser, we kind of expend our light, and then it comes back over time. And we have a 13% chance to reflect light-based damage. That's cool. What is Mass Mind? You tap into the aggregate mind and steal power from other espers. What is an esper? So at this level... Wow, with a 1,000 round cooldown, I can refresh all my mental mutations. But there's a small chance each round for another Esper to steal your powers. Also, this has really damaged our reputation with the Seekers of the Sightless Way. Well, okay, I'll keep that in mind if we ever run into any of them. Alright, so when we did kill one enemy last time, and we got 75 XP for it, I think. So if that gives you an idea of how many things we have to kill to get the 220 for our next level, it doesn't seem all that hard to level up as long as you don't try to fight guys who are decked out in full plate mail. And unfortunately, once again, we've generated with not a lot of equipment, which is going to make it tough for us to trade with the Dromad. Actually, here's the thing I'm curious about. We're going to wander one map to the north and see if that shrine is... I know how to go to the world map. Okay, no, the area outside of town is randomized immediately. Mostly I was curious if we could see that shrine again and get that same quest. But nope, once you get off that first screen, you are in procedural generation land. So, the shrine to Githrarad, the dominant ghost. The ancient Sultan Githrarad. One starry evening, a babe was found swaddled with axes on its eyes by a group of flowers in Pipe Precinct, Nirvana. They took her into their fold and fostered her, and she became known as Githrarad, colossal kin of flowers. What does it mean to be found swaddled with axes on... Like, were there axes laid across this baby's face? Or maybe like, tattooed axes on her eyelids? That's pretty wild. Okay, now we know about Nirvana, and we could go there. I mean, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Let's pray. Let's pray at the shrine. And then, I do kind of want to do it. We gotta be more careful about our just wandering around. So that's a bug of some kind? A very large bug? Yes, of course I know this is me. I'm looking at this. It's a giant dragonfly. Big diaphanous wings bat the air as it drones in place. It is not hostile. But we could go over there and maybe smash it one and just try to get some XP. I could shoot it with my laser. I'm just thinking that it seems important to get XP. So let's try our laser. I'm gonna shoot this dragonfly. And hopefully we're gonna find that a dragonfly is not a thing that kills me. Laze. 4 charges. Oh, I have limited charges. Also, I have the proselytize skill. Let's proselytize to this dragonfly? Oh no, you have to be adjacent, apparently. Hey, come here. Come here. Have you heard the good news of Githberad? Okay. Proselytize. You convinced the giant dragonfly to join you. Alright, I might say we're already doing better than we've done with either of the previous characters. Okay, so I got a friend now. We should probably go... Is there a description of proselytize on my skills page? How I persuasion. Okay, so we started with persuasion. Or some persuasion-related stuff. You try to terrify adjacent hostile creatures. On a success, a frightened creature will flee from you. Okay, so that's what Intimidate does. Proselytize doesn't have a maximum duration or anything. It's just persuade an intelligent creature to join you. Okay. Well then, now we know a thing. So, this time, what if we just made a lot of friends, and then we... Hold on, we're gonna go back to town, and we're gonna see if we can proselytize to any of the townspeople. I came in, there we go. Hey Raycat, would you like to come on my adventure with me? I will admit that I would not have described this skill as proselytize. He is unconvinced by my pleas. This dragonfly is a real bleeding heart, but, I mean, this isn't gonna work, right? We're gonna try it. Nope, it has a cooldown. I do think it would be a good idea to try to proselytize to the warden, because he is terrifying. Let's trade. All you have is a glow sphere, never mind. So I don't actually know how to pass time. I'm sure there's a button that is pass turn in place, but we're just gonna do this a little bit. Okay. Nope, I miscounted. Proselytize to this guy. He is unconvinced. Okay. It doesn't actually have any mechanics listed next to the word proselytize, so I had assumed... I assume that there's some kind of, like, people who are higher level or who have higher mental stats are probably harder to convince. But, you know, I figured we may as well give it a shot. I'm gonna try the Dromad Merchant as well. I keep pressing the wrong button here. Okay, no big surprise. So, let's go to our... Yeah, historic sites. This is 2 parasangs north of Red Rock. I have no idea what a parasang is. I mean, obviously it's a unit of distance, but I mean, I don't know how much distance it represents. Oh, this is actually quite close. Okay, well, let's try it. It's possible, it may well be the case that the thing you're supposed to be doing is taking that knick-knack quest from the guy and then just going to a nice low-level cave and retrieving a piece of loot. But we're going to try doing this. We're going to try doing one of these wander to a historical site things at least one more time. So let's go... I've discovered a lair. I think I do not want to investigate. I think I want to just try to go to this place. Oh, you're hungry. I need to make a campfire to cook. And you're lost. You've regained your... You've lost your bearings. Okay. It's fine. So let's make camp. Right here. Alright, I have made camp. I need to eat a food. So we are still quenched. I'm not thirsty yet. But I am hungry. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of options. So do I mean, it's jerky, right? You don't have to cook jerky. It's already been made into jerky. So I think we could just eat it. I probably didn't actually even have to make camp, honestly. I kind of just did it because the screen told me to. It doesn't seem to have spent any resources or anything for us to do it. So I think we're cool. And I just realized I'm carrying around a lit torch, but I'm also emitting light passively, so I probably don't need to be doing this. Let's put my torch away, in case we decide we need torches later. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I probably could have sold my torches, actually. I wonder if that might have been a good idea. Trade off our torches because of all of our brilliant mutations. I'm gonna try to get us another dragonfly. At the very least, if we're walking around with a huge swarm of dragonflies... Oh, look at all the hearts. I'm only allowed to have one follower, though, it looks like. The other one stopped following me. I was gonna say, if we could just be followed around by a huge, oh, and if you just walk around enough, you get your bearings back. Yeah, I was gonna say, if we can just walk around with a huge swarm of dragonflies, then hopefully people who would do us harm can just be, distracted. Okay, Nirvana. I would like to go to Nirvana. We did it, we accomplished our first quest. Oh wow, 250 XP, that's a whole level. 4 hit points, 86 skill points, and 1 mutation point. We did it, y'all. That's our first actual... Wow, that's a lot of people. What is going on here? Oh no, they're all hostile. Oh, none of them like us. Oh dear. Okay, well... This is a Naphtali blowgunner. Verdurous leaves, crushed flat, cloak the diminutive figure against the jungle's undergrowth. But the Naphtali ruse doesn't end there. A mask weaved from coarse plant fiber veils the emotive face of the root dweller. Only the trees know whose hoary visage they don. And he has, despite the fact that he is called a Naphtali blowgunner, he is equipped with a short bow. There are also foragers here. They have the same description. I guess this is just the description of Naphtali. That's a stalker. There's a couple of fancy ones. Nanhuatl, the terrible idol of Iza and member of the commanding wraith flock. Skimming the underbrush, sailing on air, a shiny ooid of perfect chrome reflects the dim light peeking through the canopy's braided tresses. A larger version of the knit mask worn by the Naphtali root dwellers adorns their surface in imitation of a face. They rotate with specious purpose. Okay, that's not great. He is carrying around a grassy yurt mat. He is very tough and hostile. Okay, we need to leave. I did not realize that we were going to be so very unwelcome here. Gentlemen, I will see you all later. Please let me go down. Uh-oh. That way is blocked by some shale. I have found... Oh boy. The Snapjaw shotgunner and member of the commanding wraith flock has bitten us with his bitey bits. Cannot go back to the world map. Too many hostiles nearby. Y'all, I don't want to alarm anyone, but we might be dead. Okay, this is killable. Some of this stuff is killable. Also, we do have a level up. I could go spend our skill points, but my concern is that we will instantly die, so it might not matter. I mean, we do here have a bottleneck. Right, if I move one space to our right, it will be very difficult for the enemies to fight us. we will just get worn down one by one. How did I even get in here if I'm in a place where I cannot get out? I should... Boy, what do we have? I could try to tap into the mass mind? Okay. You innervate your mind. Oh, right, that just reflects my, it just refreshes my mental mutations. Alright, I'm gonna stand here because I think it's safer than where we were just standing, because now there's only 2 spaces adjacent to us for enemies to attack from, and then we're gonna wall up this guy. I did hit him. I hit him for twice as much damage as he hit me for. It doesn't seem to... I mean, we're definitely dead though, right? How about I laser? What if this is like the situation for lasing? I'm just mashing buttons here. Laze. I will shoot that this away. Get him. Ooh, 6 damage from my beam. If I kill this thing, it's definitely not going to make the situation better. Naphtali Runt refuses to speak. I did just shoot it with a laser. Okay, well, my giant dragonfly leveled up. That's cool. I would like to... I mean, we're just dead, right? Okay, hold on. They're not filling in the space. So if we try to kill this Snapjaw... I'm wondering if we can run past him. I'm mashing against him real hard. I am starting to feel not so good. Why don't we try to intimidate the guy who is to our right? Sorry, not that. This. Oh, intimidate is just sort of a... it's not targeted the way I wanted it to be. Okay. So I killed that dude. Oh no, we're in the wall. That's not great. We're in a corner. I was hoping that the space above him was clear, so we could just run out of here. Well, he does have a bronze dagger. We need to pick that up in the space I'm in. Not this. I mean, sure, get, but what I was trying to get the dagger. Here we go. It's weird that it didn't let me interact with the pick up an item menu until after the artifact was picked up. This dagger is not actually a better weapon than what we're currently using. Well, I mean, then don't grab it, because doing that will spend a turn, right? We're not going to be able to get out of here, though. I mean, I could probably kill this Naftali runt, maybe, but then, you know, we have lots of other problems, obviously. I think we're just gonna try to punch until they give up. It's not 100% clear to me what's going on with my dragonfly. He turned red, which is, I'm assuming, an indication of his health status, because I am now red, and I'm very badly wounded. I mean, we're killing stuff. We're doing it. And the dragonfly is blocking the other enemies. I need to... This is shale. I am not going to be able to just dig my way through some shale. And there's shale below us? Oh, no, wait, this time it's letting me move down. Aha! We found a tile that wasn't blocked by shale. Let's get the hell out of here. What is that bird? A glow crow. But it's not hostile. It's an okay bird. This is a Snapjaw scavenger wearing a very attractive beaded bracelet. And a steel battle axe. That's a problem. Okay, the salamanders are non-hostile. Is this... Here we go. It will not let me put the look cursor over this Snapjaw. Or over the whatever this thing is right here. Yeah, it keeps snapping back to the Snapjaw. Unlock. Okay, there we go. I wanted to be using the cursor in unlocked mode. But I'm just not allowed to look at that. Okay, maybe this is not a thing I can actually see? But it's visible to me. I don't know. Weird. Whatever. Okay. So this is not my dragonfly. My dragonfly is probably still up on the last screen, right? Okay, so if we can just survive this Snapjaw, if we can get away from him, then we might be okay. Oh dear. They're following me. I have desecrated their... We did sort of run into their temple and, like, murder a couple of guys and then run away. Salamander... Something's happening up there. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna keep running. Oh god, Snapjaws everywhere. What is this that I am seeing below us? A jilted lover. That's not what that looks like. It's a plan called Jilted Lover. A plant, rather. Verdurous cirri mottled with thorns reach for the warmth of a body. They hug the air in desperation. Oh, I see why it's called that. That is not helpful to me. I need to go this way. Critical hits. Oh god. There's so much combat happening. Everything... We seem to have touched off a riot of some kind. I just need to keep running. Oh no. Oh no, I've gone into the back part of a building or something. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get away. I'm totally gonna get away. Here's a campfire. Is this my campfire? I don't know. What is that thing? What is this? It's just a boar. Oh no, it's a hostile boar though. For a second, I was calmed by the presence of the boar, but it's not like a fun, friendly boar. There's a dog man over there with cows? Snapjaw warrior with a feral dog. That's not exactly as comforting as the thing that I was imagining it as. Oh no, this is walled. Okay. So we're going to need to come back out this way, and we're just going to have to get past the boars somehow. Run from the boars. Oh god. Nope, they are fast and mean. I mean, is there a chance I could just kill a boar? So it's average difficulty and hostile. Maybe, if we were feeling better. I have to imagine in our current state we are not up to the task of killing 2 boars. I could laze. I could proselytize to the boar. It's our dragonfly. I mean, I hate to be this way, but our dragonfly's not really helping us that much. The boar is unconvinced by your pleas. I will intimidate the boars. I am very mighty. Be scared of my powerful roar. Oh, it worked! Okay, this is the time for fleeing. I died. I was shot by a shotgunner. So wait, I don't even see a damage message, though. Am I not reading the log correctly? Nope, I just died before the Snapjaw shotgunner message came in. So I had been hit by a shotgunner before. I could have noticed that I was being shot at. It was not clear to me that I was being shot at. Okay, so what we're learning is it's really, really not safe to just wander around. Yo, the artifact I picked up that I didn't take the time to look at because I was just like, artifact. Listen, I picked up an artifact and I was like, oh, it's going to be like a weird pyramid or something. I don't know why that's what I think of an artifact as. But it was a pump shotgun. So maybe what I should do in the future is pay more attention to artifacts that we picked up. I was just thinking, with the electromagnetic pulse, our artifacts potentially just breaking down immediately, I wasn't going to be too concerned about it, and I was probably going to have to identify it in some way. But, okay, another thing we learned. Pay attention to your artifacts. I hope that everybody else is having a good time. I'm having a really good time so far. Let's do one more. We're just going to roll another random character. Oh man, pyrokinesis and spinnerets. That feels like a combination of things with which you could cause some real problems. So this character has very high ego, pretty standard-ish everything else. We are a mutated human gunslinger, which probably means that we get to start with some guns. I'm going to start in Joppa, and we're just going to do the knick-knack quest this time. I bet that's what they want you to do. This is very much the way I would play this game if I was just playing it for myself off-camera. Just kind of get in trouble a bunch of times, die a lot, and learn things through dying. Somebody once told me that failure can be very instructive. So, we have 50 lead slugs, a whole bunch of torches, we have beetle jerky, which, how do you jerky a... I don't know a lot about eating bugs. It's not really a thing that we do that much of in America. But how would you make jerky out of... okay. So I have a woven tunic, a lit torch, and then 2 revolvers. And they get their own equipment slots. They're not in my hands. So I guess I'm just carrying them around in holsters and I quick draw them when I want to use them, which is pretty cool. 7 penetration, 1d6 damage. Seems really good. What is the difference? What makes this sturdy? This item cannot break, is what sturdy means. Yo, that seems like a really good item to start with. An unbreakable gun. Okay, cool. There's definitely a separate button for attacking with missile weapons, and we're gonna look up what that is in a second here, because that seems important. For some reason, apes like this character. Quite a bit. I am not welcome in their holy places. I'm not welcome in the holy places of people that I have positive reputation with. Which may be a thing I should have noted before I immediately went to a holy place. People have to really like you for them not to attack you en masse once you enter a holy place. I am not well liked by the Kragmensch. Docile ones won't attack you, but take it easy. The Children of Mammon. Okay, even docile ones will attack you. I was noticing that the 600 is picked out in a slightly different color here. So apparently, minus 600 is around the threshold for just being attacked on sight. Dogs, in general, like me. Even aggressive dogs won't attack me. This is a character that's just from a Western, It didn't say that I was wearing a poncho, but I bet I'm wearing a poncho. Roots? Are roots? Okay, never mind. This is information that none of us have the answer to. So, I don't really have anything that I would like to trade, it seems like. Let's look at our mutations real quick. So while spinning, you leave webs in your wake as you move. +6 to saves versus forced movement, immune to becoming stuck in webs, and also arachnids like me. Because they see the spinnerets and they're like, oh man, same. I get you. That's fun. We have thick fur, which gives us heat and cold resistance. Also apes like a hairy guy. You beguile. Okay, right, we have beguile, which is fun. So it doesn't say that it has a maximum duration. Is it permanent? And then our high ego makes us even better at it. Okay, that's cool. So we can maybe make some friends here. And then also, you toast a nearby area with your mind. What a gentle way of describing that. Over 3 rounds, increasing damage. Okay. And again, we have high ego, so mutations are... It's very funny to me that it keeps using the word toast for this. Yeah, I think a lot of games would say, like, burn. But when we level this up, we receive increased toast intensity, which is just... that's delightful. Okay, so we are very low... we are even lower health than our last character, but we have guns. It's gotta be worth something, right? Okay, look to the north, journeying to the stilt. I will worry about journeying to the stilt some other day. So, do we have to have the conversation with the village elder, or can we just come right in here and talk to this guy? Oops, I displaced him rather than talking to him. Okay, so this all seems the same. Yes, I would like to find a knickknack for you. I will return with your knickknack. Okay, so to the east. To the east, a cave. And we're going to take a second here, look at the key mapping. Fire missile weapon is F, reload missile weapons is R. Okay. We are going to shoot people with guns. I am not going to get killed by the very first creature we encounter. I mean, I didn't get killed by the first creature we encountered on the last one. It was like the fourth creature we encountered. Alright, so... okay, there is not always going to be a shrine north of town, is what we've learned. But it seems like there is always kind of like an outskirtsy area where there's like a lot more vine and there's maybe some farmers and stuff. Okay. So, if we look at the description of our quest, he just wants me to bring back any artifact, I'm assuming? Yeah, search CUD for an artifact, and then return to Archive with it. Okay. Let's go, world map style, to the east. Should I be trying to take on a follower? No, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that when we find some caves. So these are desert canyons. Is this a cave? The Rust Wells. Oh, you can just walk over the hills, man. Okay. I thought that was going to be like a much bigger process. I'm noticing that where it used to say quenched and sated, it just says quenched. Do I not have to eat? I have food. Hold on a second. Where's the one that is my character sheet? I guess this doesn't have this information on it. Zoom in. Okay, no, I am hungry. Well then I will take this moment to eat a beetle jerky. Cool. That hit the spot. Maybe hungry isn't hungry enough for it to be worth eating. So where am I here? What is that? A honey skunk. Everything near the bantam mammal is damp. Fur, hair, leaves, soil, slick silver alloys. It's as if she's a furry world unto herself, and the sweet, sickening, evaporated honey about her is her atmosphere. Weird. Would you like to be my friend? Beguile creature. We're going to go over there and try to beguile this creature. Because it does say it's tough. So I'm thinking maybe it would be a good friend. I would like to beguile you. Sorry. I would like to beguile you. Oh no, my coquetry has infuriated the honey skunk. How dare I? So it's hostile now? Sure is. I'm going to engage my spinnerets and run. Aha, and now that we've got a little bit of distance, we shoot at this guy. Boom. 6 damage. Hell yeah. Shoot it again. Look at that. Look at us learning and getting okay at stuff, kinda. A little tiny bit. So it did stink cloud pretty badly, it looks like. Oh, it's not just stink cloud, it's corrosive gas. So let's stay away from that. Show effects. This gas has no active effects on it currently. Okay. Oh, reload. So wait, was that bad? Did I do a bad there? I just tried to mouse wheel up to go back in the log. It just seems like, so it loads... I assumed that because these were revolvers, I'd be able to, open them and just put in exactly enough bullets. But it looks like it took 12... Or no, it only took 2 bullets. It had 50, not 60, right? Yeah, okay. So I think it's loading them correctly. Okay, cool. It was a lot of Oh, did I? Wait, did I? I totally did unequip the thing. I didn't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong buttons. There we go. So this feels like a powerful character. I mean, we have the ability to make it awkward for people to chase us, and then guns with which to shoot at people who might chase us. I mean, I just need to find... that's Snapjaws and stuff. I just need to find, like, a cave or something. I guess we could just fight Snapjaws for their artifacts. Alright. Do I have enough combat range to shoot this guy? It looks like yes. Wow. He just died. He just up and died. What did he drop? He dropped a club. Well, I'll take it. Who knows? Maybe I could sell it. Is that Snapjaw over there? Is that what that is? No, this is just some dude. A patchwork of ash and dirt-caked hides makes a great hint of flesh across the hermit's body. His hair has knotted into a rat's nest. He screams in a tongue of his own invention. So not a problem, but probably not a dude who's going to be, like, super useful to me. Oh, hold on a second. What the hell is that? A bloated leech. It's full of blood, but it's also neutral. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. A leech that is already full of blood is much less likely to harm you. So that guy has black robes and a bronze two-handed sword. I mean... Oh, wait. What's happening? This guy's attacking something. I guess he killed whatever it was. That's a blood splatter now, right? Oh, I think I was just shot at or something. There was a projectile. I saw the movement of a projectile. Yeah, there's just, like, gunfire occurring. I can't tell if I'm being shot at or if stuff is just... Hold on. No, not look. Okay, so I have, like, very considerable range on my guns. I'm failing to hit. Maybe. Can we... It's super not clear to me what is going on some of the time here. Oh, not that. This. Shoot that guy. I shot him. Maybe. I wish that the... And I bet it's modifiable, but I wish that the combat log was a little bit more verbose about what's going on. So there's 3 rounds in each of my guns right now. Looks like a lot of the things that were here have died. What is a worn burnous? A long hooded cloak whitewashed from years of exposure to the sun. Okay, cool, sure, yeah. Take all. Here's my plan right now. I don't know if this is reasonable or not. My plan right now is to pick up lots of stuff. Right where I am here, take all that. And then go back to town and trade with the Dromad merchant and see if he has an artifact. Because now we have things we could sell, right? I'm starting to get hungry again. I mean, I have guns, so we could hunt animals, maybe? Am I allowed to eat this? Oh, I angered it. It's not actually dead. Are goats super powerful? Okay. We killed the goat. It has left nothing behind. This goat has feelings about me having killed the goat. Reload guns. Oh, it took a long time to reload the guns. He is upon us. And I do not think that attempting to beguile him at this moment is wise. Let's begin to spin our web. Aha! We got him. We got him. Okay. I managed to survive fighting some goats. I hit that goat for 18 damage that time. So I'm mildly wounded now. Still hungry. Apparently you can't eat goat meat. You can't just eat a goat. Obviously. I'm a little surprised by that, if I'm being honest. Alright, well, let's try to walk back home. Let's walk back to Joppa. Oh no, I've lost my bearings. Oh, hey, Snapjaws. What's this one? A brute. So he is equipped with his bite and an iron short sword. Boy, I sure wish I hadn't lost my bearings adjacent to an enemy. What is this up here? a giant amoeba. It is equipped with many slimy pseudopods. That makes sense. And also it is hostile. That's some dreadroot. Shouldn't hang out near the dreadroot. Very hostile root. It's kudzu, not a friend. Over here we have a guy with a bow. He's going to be a problem. Well, this might be a good time to attempt to beguile a creature. This is not me convincing them. This is me taking over their mind, right? So, we should be able to do this to a hostile thing, at least in theory. Get beguiled. Oh man, it totally worked. He ogles you lovingly. Okay, I may have over-beguiled. I might have beguiled him more than I intended. I would like to shoot at this man. Okay, he did not care for that. The bloody snapjaw brute begins bleeding. Oh no, not my bloody guy. I mean, he's creating a distraction, which is pretty much what I need from him. Uh-oh, wait a second. Is he still... Are we cool? Yeah, we're cool. He's still beguiled. I was just worried about the fact that I was able to target him immediately with the guns. Oh, I failed to penetrate the shale's armor. Hold on. The shale. I was shooting at the snapjaw scavenger. Did I fire? Huh. Okay, I don't know what happened there. That's some slime. That's our buddy. Oh wait, he is wounded. Okay, so he'll probably be all right. So we have a seed-spitting vine that presumably was spitting at us. This is a very hostile area. I'm debating whether I need to run away from this amoeba or whether I could just stand in place and try to gun it down real fast. I mean, we're doing okay on health. I am just going to shoot at it. I would like to shoot at... Wait, no, I had it. Targeting's a little tricky. This guy. Bam. I did 5 damage and he didn't hit me. He rolled a -6 on his attack somehow. He has very, very poor modifiers. Oh, dear. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. He turned into a lot of slime. Seems like an okay moment to reload. We are burning a lot of ammo very quickly. But it seems like maybe things have calmed down. Oh no. Slimy giant amoeba got my follower. And now it's coming for me. And I see this other snapjaw too. Don't think I don't. Are we able to beguile again? 31 rounds left. Okay. There you go. Just beguile them into corpses. Let's grab... Obviously not his whole body, but I'll take this and his mace. We're doing okay, I think. We're surviving. Arrows, those seem like they might be useful. At least for selling. What's my carrying capacity? 255, okay. So we could try to bring a whole snapjaw body back. They weigh like 120 pounds. I'm gonna... We shouldn't just eat snapjaw, right? But I should get the corpse, and then maybe we can butcher it ourselves? I don't know how to do that, I don't think. I do see that there's another snapjaw running at us. Yeah, I think we can probably just take him down. So let's have a look at... What is this? Oh, jerky. This is actually just food. Yes, take all. Okay, excellent. Happy to find food. Water skin full of wine, and a hand axe, and a knollworm skull. What is a knollworm? Okay, wearing it will give us +1 ego. You know how I feel about that. Please equip knollworm skull on head. And then we'll grab this and this. Boy, I sure hope we can make it back. I feel like we got a lot of cool loot. I found some trash on the ground. Here there is slimy trash. I'm assuming we don't... It's called trash, right? We don't want to pick this up. Get that, and get some leather moccasins, and try to make it back to town in one piece. Seems like we made it. I'm gonna reload my guns while I'm thinking about it. So we just need to keep wandering a little bit until we get that message. Oh no, we're so close. Well, at least this is not a super hostile area, it looks like. I mean, it sure does look like we're close to Joppa, right? I'm just gonna keep wandering westward. We might actually be able to just stumble into Joppa at this rate. Oh, the croc misses you. Oh, there is a croc. I'm just gonna run from it. Okay. I cannot go back to the map, though. I'm gonna back up until this croc... We discover a lair. Would you like to investigate? No, not right this second. What I'd love to do is get back to Joppa. Okay. No, nothing to... Sorry, go into Joppa. Ooh, we live! Look at that. That's our first successful expedition. Well, I mean successful in a manner of speaking. What is happening over here? The water vine farmer is falling asleep. Is this dude okay? He's fine. He's just sleepy. That's what sleeping looks like, obviously. Okay. Hey there, man. Let's trade. I brought you so much stuff, and I'm hoping that you have an artifact that I can give to that other dude. So you do have some artifacts. They are not cheap. This is probably not the ideal way to do the thing I'm talking about here. Well, at any rate, I would love to sell off a whole bunch of garbage. So we have all these, like, crappy melee weapons. I should have a melee weapon, but I don't know. Like, the short sword looks like it's maybe the best of our options here. It's cool that the mace hits for non-random damage. A bronze mace sells quite well, though. Actually, a lot of this stuff is pretty valuable. So, I had theorized that maybe the dollar number at the bottom of our inventory, at the bottom of people's inventories, was the total value of their inventory. That's clearly not the case here. Right? So now we know another thing. We know that number does... It probably represents cash on hand. This is not super useful, and it is valuable. Like, it's not good armor or anything. I'll keep that studded leather armor. We're going through slugs pretty quickly. I gotta be a little bit more careful, but we did kill a lot of stuff. Okay, so... I will give you all of this garbage in exchange for... There's a bunch of empty water skins, some copper nuggets, which obviously are not super valuable. He has another revolver. Apparently revolvers are super... I mean, that makes sense. I can see why revolvers would be valuable. But what I would love is just like a weird artifact that isn't too many dollars. Just so I can say I completed a quest. And we could just go back out into the world, but I'm kind of curious what happens when you finish this quest. Like if he gives you something meaningful. If I just offer right now, we're getting... I have put way more money up than he has. I also want bear jerky. Just eat a whole bear. That seems like a good idea. Torches... I don't know if we need torches. We have lots of torches. Food. I feel like food just... It seems like food would be good to have. Congealed blaze. We know what blaze is. Maybe I should buy... So I'm looking at the amount of stuff we've put together over here. And it seems like a lot, right? The Snapjaw corpse is worth nothing. I'm still hoping we'll be able to, make use of that. So we've put together... I don't know. Let's hit offer here and see what happens. The drumhead merchant will have to pony up 10 drams of fresh water to even up the trade. Yo, that sounds great, actually. Alright, I found a knickknack. It was in this guy's inventory. Let's have a look. So, how do artifacts work? How do I know what an artifact is? Let's do an examine. You make some progress understanding the stun gas grenade Mark 1. Oh, neat. It's a thick cylinder with a pole ring. This feels like the kind of thing that you might want to give to another guy instead of carrying around and then harming yourself with later. Hey dude, I brought you this thing. Another 75 XP. It appears you may be useful after all. Now, go fetch me another trinket. Okay, if I must. I wonder if this is just a repeatable source of XP. Okay, well hey look, we're like getting stuff accomplished. So we did level up. Now we have 74 skill points. So we could learn some things. You don't really get a lot of skill points per level up. We could learn Axe. You can open up the Axe trait, or the Axe skill group. You can open up Tactics. We could learn some Wilderness lore. Mind's Compass doubles the chances of regaining your bearings when you are lost and reduces the chance of getting lost. That seems cool too. You know what? I'm going to think about this, because we have a character who has survived through the end of an episode, and I actually have some time to consider our path forward. So I think that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Pour one out for all of our poor dead adventurers, and then prepare another one, because I'm sure Shwirula here is not super long for this world. But I'm having a great time, and I hope you guys are too. Come back next time, tomorrow. There will be an episode on Saturday for the continuing adventures of our Gunslinger here. And we'll see you then.